All right, good morning. Welcome back to House of Prep. It is Thursday. So as we're getting started, you know what to do. Jump in the comments. This is your chance to give updates of your area. Now look, you give updates and then you come back later to read everybody else who jumps into the comments. We talk about gas prices, food prices, shortages, shrinkflation, anything that's going on around you in your area. If you want to throw out, hey, this is a new accomplishment I did in prepping this week. Go ahead and jump in and share. We like to share in people's successes. All right, before we get started, I wanted to mention Scott. Scott has been requesting us on different occasions to, hey, please pray for me. He says, I have some leg surgeries coming up and more leg appointments. He's been having some serious health issues with that, and it's supposed to be happening sometime today. So if you don't mind, if you could put out your thoughts and your prayers for Scott, I know he would greatly appreciate that. He's one of our own here, one of the family of House of Prep, so please think of him today. All right, so if you can see in the background here, this is actually going to be tonight's dinner. I'm going to get to the grocery stuff here in just a second. So we got a big old stack of chicken. Actually, I'm going to pick this up so you can see. We're making our own hibachi tonight. This was some chicken we picked up, some shrimp. Those, not the mushrooms, those veggies in the back. We've been growing a lot of that stuff out in our backyard on the deck, so that's going to be tonight. It's a little recipe I found, and a lot of using some avocado oil, some sesame seed oil, little soy sauce. So we're pumped up. That's going to be dinner. So I hope that you guys like that kind of stuff. That'd be cool if you've never tried it before. If you need the recipe for it, I can do my best to try to figure out how to put that in the comments. So went to the store. First thing I noticed, produce. Very, very, very low amounts of produce. There was only a couple heads of lettuce. Not the greatest quality that I've seen. Same with the romaine, but I've seen worse going over the course of the last few months. It wasn't the worst I've seen, but not necessarily the best either. Did get plenty of the yogurts that I like. Real quick, I know we talk about food a lot and stocking up and prepping on food, but hey, don't forget about different items that you might need. Look, if there's a crisis or something hits the fan, and let's say you can't go to the store, there's grid down, I mean, there's the whole stackable events, everything going on around you, and somebody in your family gets sick, you get sick. It could be stomach issues. Our diets are going to change, right? If we start eating up all of our preps and things and over the course of months, you better get some antacids, right? But seriously, if someone gets a flu or a cold, I've said this before, you don't want to have to stop and run to the store. You're sick. You want to be able to just walk to the cabinet, all right? So you just want to be able to go get out the stuff to help you with your symptoms, because when you get sick, you're sick. At least I do. I'm down and out. And like I said, forget wanting to run to the store. I just want to be able to get what I need out of the cabinet and get backups. Because you might have 2 or 3 of you. We've had that happen. 2 or 3 people in the household sick at the same time. This doesn't cut it right here. You better have a couple of backups. So same with any type of pain medicines or your things when you get a really bad headache. Look, you got enough stress going on in your life if you're dealing with the crisis. The last thing you need is dealing with some sicknesses and things that you can't offer any relief for. There's Halls. You hear me talk about those. I've got a Halls in my mouth right now because I have a dry throat during these allergy seasons, and sometimes it causes some issues with me trying to talk as much as me. And you know me, I like to talk. Hygiene items, same thing. If you're running, you can't run to the store. Hey, we're out of toothpaste. Oh, you know what? I don't have any backups. I guess use soap, right? No, you make sure you got backups to that stuff. It doesn't hurt you to throw some backups. So speaking of the weekend, I'm looking at different quick things. I don't know if y'all have ever tried the Cincinnati chili, the Skyline chili. You can get these in the cans at a lot of grocery stores. I grabbed this one at Walmart. It's so good. You just get a few hot dogs, put that on there, a little bit of mustard, throw some cheddar cheese on there. It just makes a really quick, great, awesome chili dog. I was born in Cincinnati. That's where you'll see a lot of the Skyline chili going up into Ohio and stuff like that. They had their oil. We got that. My wife went to Aldi's for me, and she found some pork chops we're going to talk about the meat prices. The thumbnail I put on was going to show you the steaks. The steaks are just crazy high. This is the pork chops that she found, and that's actually not a bad price, $2.49. And she was worried. She's like, oh, I hope I got a good deal on it. And I say that she did. So Joy did good. So she's the one who prepped up all that hibachi stuff for us too, by the way. So she's been busy. So we got that. Oh, she had a second one here. So we got the second pork chop. So we're good on that. You've seen me talk about bacon a lot. It used to be $5.50 a pack. It's now at $6.50 a pack. I was super excited at the $5.50 because that had been low. But I knew, a lot of the times good things don't last forever, so it has gone back up to $6.50. Chicken wings, we've talked about that. And here in the last week or so, a lot of you have been noticing the chicken wing issue. Some of you have told me about, what's that restaurant called? Wingstop. And Wingstop, some of you have showed me and emailed me the notices that they're advertising, come and enjoy our world famous thighs, because they can't get chicken wings because there's a lot of restaurants. Some of you that work in the restaurant industry have sent me emails and showing me and telling me that sometimes the restaurant is only allowed to get 2 cases on their delivery, where normally they would get 8 to 10 because there's just not enough chicken wings. Well, sure enough, this was for the big pack of chicken wings at the store. This was the last one, so I snatched it. So for 4th of July weekend at some point, we'll have some chicken wings. So I'm pumped up about that. This is a fun twist here. My daughter, if you've heard before, my son and daughter, they're in town for this week, and she wanted to make some Oreo balls. And you know me with Oreo cookies, right? So I'm like, wow, you're gonna make some Oreo balls, huh? Some cream cheese, some white chocolate, and then with the Oreos. I'm like, absolutely. I said, you had me with the word Oreo. So whatever else goes with it and however you make them, you've got me. So that's all I need to hear. So we're good there. Did the typical bread run. Bread aisle, and I've heard a lot of you talk about this too. Bread aisle, definitely decimated every time I've been going. Now, luckily there is bread, and you find what you need: hamburger buns, hot dog buns, bread. But I do notice that there's some of the different ones. There's a struggle. Went through the canned aisle today, and it too was struggling more than normal, and a lot of it was fronted. So if you're not really paying attention, you're walking up the aisle saying, oh yeah, they're well stocked. But no, as soon as you kind of start really looking and you're noticing, oh, only the front of it's stocked. It doesn't go all the way to the back like it used to, or all the way to the top like it used to. So those are my updates. See, gas right now has been holding around $2.85 for unleaded in my area. For those of you who are still getting to know me, I live just outside of Nashville here in Tennessee. So that's my area. So again, jump in the comments. I love reading your all's comments. It's so enjoyable. It's good information. We talk about these things more than the media talks about. They've already accepted, a lot of folks have already accepted that, this is the new normal. As the words of Dave would say, no, this is the new abnormal. And those of you who know Dave, I appreciate Dave and some of you others, and Lorna and those that are moderators. I appreciate you guys that do that on the live streams Friday night. So don't forget, Friday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, we'll have our live stream. And I hope you guys have a great, safe 4th of July weekend. Enjoy your family, enjoy some food, and just kind of put your hair down, relax a little bit. Look, the problems will all be waiting for you when you go back to work next week and when you start life back up again next week. Just enjoy some time. You guys take care, have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later.